Hello, my name is Francisco Guerrero and I'm going to be performing the observation part of this Gonstead video. I'm first going to be looking for edema, moles, scars that will affect the nervous scope, and then I'm going to turn on my nervous scope and then have it on medium sensitivity and have it slightly narrow for the cervicals. I'm going to put the tips on the, starting off with the T2 with the tight seal, and I'm going to go up and look for the swing of the needle, and if I see a break, I'm going to repeat that area 3 times and mark the trailing edge of the hot spots. And then for the thoracics, I'm going to wind up the probes. Start with the T2 area. And then just go down. And continue that going all the way down. Alright, so now I'll be doing the static palpation. I'm going to be looking for palpable edema with my fingers on the spine, looking for soft, boggy feelings and pain on the pressure. Alright, so now I'll be performing the occiput analysis. We're going to check for laterality, and I'm going to get my fingers in between C1 and the occiput. Just want to laterally bend both sides. Whichever side doesn't laterally bend, that is your side of laterality. That's going to be your side you're going to work on. And after that, you're going to do the P to egg line. Do it on both sides. Checking if there's any restrictions. If there is, they'll indicate a PS. And then you're going to do AS. So you're going to do A to P glide. To indicate an AS listing, and then you're going to do the rotation aspect of it. And whichever side isn't going anterior, it's going to indicate your posterior side, and the other side will indicate the anterior side, which will give you the A or the P listing. So with him, I found a PS, LS, OP. Now I'll be motion palpating the atlas, and I'm going to start off with the lateral bending, and I'm going to put my fingers in between C1 and C2. So laterally bend. And whichever side is not laterally bending, that's the side you want to work on. That's the lateral side of laterality. And then I'm going to get my patient to get up, and can you flex and extend your head with your eyes closed. Keep going, and then stop. And then you want to check if they got an AS or an AI, and he looks like he has an AS. Can you sit down? And then after that, you want to get your fingers on the in between C1 and C2, and then check for rotation. And whichever side is not going anterior, that's the posterior side. And then the other side would be the anterior side. Alright, so now I'll be doing my spinal segment analysis. I'm going to check the cervicals. And I'm going to start off with flexion and extension. Just trying to feel which one is not closing or which one's not opening. And whichever one's not opening, that indicates that the segment above that is posterior. And then you're going to do rotation. And whichever side is not rotating fully, could give you a listing of the left or right. And so far he has a PR, and then you're going to do the lateral bending, which check for those wedges. And in this case, he's not laterally bending to the left, so it'll be a PRI. Alright, so now I'll be demonstrating a static palpation for the SI joints. Just going to feel around, feeling for any pain. And pain on the top, the superior aspect of the SI will indicate a PI, and then pain in the bottom aspect of the inferior PSIS will be AS, and then pain in the general area, like in the middle, will indicate a EX, and then deep pain will indicate an IN. All right, so now we'll be doing the SI motion palpation. And for this one, you're gonna put your fingers in between the sacrum and the PSIS. And you're gonna extend the body and then rotate, feeling for that joint to close. Do both sides. And then whichever one doesn't close indicates the subluxation. All right, so now I'm gonna be doing the bend test. I'm gonna put my thumbs on his PSIS. And I'm gonna have him bend for me. And then whichever side raises, if it goes up, that'll indicate the side that you're really interested in. And then after that, we're gonna do the knee raise test. And just checking for what ilium is coming back. So can you raise your left leg up? And then if it doesn't come back, that will indicate an AS. And then to check for a PI, you will palpate the sacrum and the PSIS. And you're gonna have them lift up the right leg. And if that sacrum base goes forward, it'll indicate a PI. And then the gluteal fold test is whenever you place your hands in between or in the bottom of the gluteal folds, you're going to check for whichever one's raised and lowered. The raised one will indicate a AS, and the lower one will indicate a PI. And then for the EX and IN component, you're going to look at what side is wider, and the wider side is an IN, and the EX will be a narrow glute. Alright, so now I'll be doing the knee swing test. And count PSIS. And then you're going to swing the leg out, expecting the joint space to close. And if it doesn't close, that will indicate an EX. And then moving the leg in, you're expecting the joint space to open. And if it doesn't open, that means it's a IN.